tonight, this room is built of beauty. Beautiful hats, beautiful dresses, beautiful generosity. But the reason we are gathered goes far deeper than what you can see. My name is Guy, and I am the mother of Chase Wilder Smith. On November 6, 2024, I was rushed to the hospital because of a subchorionic hematoma that caused a placental abruption. I was 26 weeks pregnant. 26 weeks. Or too early, but so far enough along that I kept asking myself, my baby would be okay, right? My first boy. Wilder was born at 6:48 p.m. He weighed 1 pound and 11 ounces. He was 15.5 inches long, and he was still boy. Saying that out loud still feels heavy. I became a mother to my son without ever hearing him cry and without ever bringing him home. While I was waiting to deliver Wilder, I remember telling a close friend through tears that I didn't want this to define me. I didn't want my life to be centered around boss. I was afraid that grief would become my whole reality and my whole identity. At the time, I was just trying to survive the moment in front of me. There is a moment from the hospital that has never left me. A nurse quietly slid a Post-it note toward me. Written on it was the phone number for a funeral home. No explanation, no gentleness, just a small yellow square carrying the weight of my son's death. In my shock and heartbreak, it felt harsh. It felt violent. It felt like Wilder's life was being reduced to logistics. I remember thinking my son deserves more than this. The hours after delivering Wilder felt both sacred and unbearable. The world outside my hospital room kept moving, while mine had completely stopped. Learning how to say goodbye at the same time I was learning what it meant to be a mother to my son. Around the same time, my mom gently asked me to choose a burial gown for Wilder from Glory Baby Ministry. Each time, I pushed the question aside. Choosing an outfit felt insignificant compared to the fact that my son had died. I reluctantly chose a gown, and that was that. Until the day of Wilder's funeral. Sitting in the funeral home, I opened the remembrance box for the first time, and something shifted. Holding those items, I felt care, I felt intention, I felt tenderness, at a time when everything had felt abrupt. It wasn't just a gown or a box. It was love made visible. It was someone saying, your son matters. Through my own boss, I found Glory Baby Ministry, and what they offer is exactly that. Dignity in moments that feel rushed. Wilder was real. He was loved. He mattered. And I am his mother. A little over a year has passed now, and I can say something now that once terrified me. Wilder does define me, but not in the way I once feared. He defines me because love defines me, because grief reshaped my heart and gave my life new direction, because my days now carry his name, his memory, and a purpose born out of loss. Tenderness when the world feels abrupt. Honor when families are walking through the worst day of their lives. The burial gowns and remembrance packages are not just items, they are acts of compassion. They meet parents in places where words fall short. They say your baby is seen, your baby matters, and you are not alone. Because of Wilder, I now serve as a board member of Glory Baby Ministry. What once felt like the end of my story became a calling. I now help bring the same tenderness to families standing exactly where I once stood. I live now to bring life to Wilder's name and meaning to his memory. His life was brief, but it was not insignificant. He continues to touch families through this ministry, through every baby honored and every parent reminded that their child matters. I will carry my son with me for the rest of my life, and I am no longer afraid of that. Because loving Wilder, losing Wilder, and honoring Wilder has begun some of the most meaningful work of my life. Wilder mattered, and because he mattered, this work matters. Glory Baby Ministry exists so that no family has to walk through loss feeling rushed, unseen, or reduced to logistics. It exists to bring tenderness where the world can feel abrupt and honor where words fall short. And tonight I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring enough to sit with families like mine and help make sure no parent ever feels alone in their grief. The song is for Wilder and for all the babies gone too soon, because even though I couldn't bring him home, I will carry his love with me for the rest of my life. Please join me in welcoming Kathryn as she performs Flowers by Samantha Ebert.
The hurt and days of pain, and I'll